Here at Brookville High School, we talk a lot about this is a springboard for them as they leave here. The high school is not the end-all be-all of their life, but we want to use this place to help them connect to whether it's the right college they go to, the right business they work to afterwards, the right internship, work-based learning programs, career day opportunities, job shadow visits, bringing in businesses to speak to our students. We're looking at the big picture of them and how they're going to help shape our community for the next 10, 20, 30 years.
My name is Ryan Clemens, go to Brookville High School, currently a senior. I plan to go to Ohio State University for computer information systems and a minor in probably business. I hope to be a data analyst. That's the big goal, and that's what I want to do specifically. Well, I first volunteered here freshman and sophomore summer. This wasn't labeled as an internship or anything, but it was just hands-on experience. And then 2 summers later, I got to work here paid internship through a program called Sochi. I was mostly working on just fixing laptops, repairing computers. The school has hundreds of kids, and recently we each got our own laptops.
I think it's important, not only for Brookville, but for all schools, to look at how we reimagine what high school education looks like. And when you look at the educational experience we have now, it's different from when I went to school. Credits are different, opportunities are different. And so we have to look at making our educational opportunities for our kids as a pathway for them to be successful when they leave here.
So pathways are essentially a roadmap for a student to say, I know that I want to go into this career someday. Here are experiences that I can have along my high school journey to help get me to there. And Brookville has adopted a number of those. So they're offering CCP classes in-house that students can take that are aligned on several of those pathways. They're trying to build internships and work-based learning opportunities on several of those pathways, so that by the end of high school, you are well positioned to either enter higher education and you've got some of that coursework out of the way, or you have the skills, some of the knowledge, and some of the connections to be able to enter the workforce directly.
As I'm a senior now and I'm looking at college courses, some of the classes I would have to take, I already took. A good mentor of mine is the IT director here is Corey Caudill. He helped me get my foot in the door because I really didn't know much before that. He showed me what to do, when to do it, and with efficiency, of course.
So Ryan kind of served with us in a couple of capacities. One was over the summer. A big part of that includes collecting Chromebooks, repairing Chromebooks, provisioning them for next year. And so Ryan played a big role in that capacity over the summer. As we transitioned to the school year, he actually worked with us throughout the school day. A focus on Chromebook repair. However, there was also an emphasis on filling the gaps, providing customer service for both our staff and our students, which that I think is really where he expanded some of his skills and really gained some great kind of enlightenment or insight into his own development.
So the assessments that we use, it's called U-Science. It is an evidence-based interest and aptitude assessment. And it's different from a lot of other career assessments because it is evidence-based. Students take a variety of brain games that get to the root of what are their natural skills and natural aptitudes. So it really shows them, here are your strengths, here are also things that might be challenging for you, and it breaks it down by, here's how this shows up at work, here's how it shows up at school, here's how it shows up at home.
We've worked exclusively with Sochi or the Strategic Ohio Council for Higher Education to be able to line up these internships. And when we do that interview process, it's really about trying to make sure that their career interests actually align with what they're going to be doing and that their personality and skill set kind of matches what we hope to get out of them through the experience.
So I learned through Matrix research by a program called Technology First. I put my resume on there and basically asked around if any jobs or any companies needed me. And that's how I got to know Matrix Research. That's how they contacted me. But the internship program was through Sochi. So technically I'm an intern through Matrix Research and Sochi. At Matrix, I did asset manage inventory. I also collected the info on their computers, devices that were from Matrix, and basically recorded all that data in their system to make sure Matrix knows what devices are out there and who owns them and where they're at. So I feel like these internships really give advantage a step in the door because I get to see what to do, and it just gives me experience and stuff to put on my resume that people even in college don't have the opportunity to do that. Those 2 internship experiences allowed me to see what I'll actually do in the work field, because you don't really, especially in high school, I don't really get to see what I would be doing in the future. The one thing I probably regret was not starting it earlier.
We want to try to match the right kid in the right spot. It's one thing to say, I want to go be an engineer. It's another thing to go intern in an engineering place and say, oh, is this really what I want to do? Looking at giving them work opportunities, whether that's internships or work-based learning opportunities that they can go and see if that's really what they want to do.
Everyone has bought into this approach now. It's not just the school counselor meeting with the student, it's the teachers integrating that career connection into the classroom. It's the principal setting that vision for the building. It's the students taking ownership, going through their U Science. This creates a huge bridge to industry partners where they have access to schools in a way that they didn't necessarily have previously. They can speak to the schools and say, here's what we need in students who are coming out of high school. Here's what we're looking to hire. Here are the skills. Here are the credentials. Here's the experiences that we want them to have. We're really helping students create a vision for their future selves. Who do they want to be? How do they want to contribute to their community? How do they want to use their work to find purpose and passion in the world and show up every single day? And it's not just about what you can contribute to the workforce. It's what you can also receive in return.
We're looking to rise the tide for all Brookville students in the Brookville community, and so within those work-based opportunities and internship opportunities, we want to give our students, regardless of where they're going to after high school, we want to provide opportunities to bring our best and brightest back to Brookville for the next generation.